Since Malaysian Flight 370 disappeared on March 8, 2014, the whole world has been wondering what happened to MH370. There are many puzzling questions to be answered. Here, in this special video report, is the best answer to this mystery, based on facts that have recently been uncovered.
What really happened to Malaysian Flight 370? On March 8, 2014, Flight MH370 left Kuala Lumpur Airport at 2:41 a.m. with no noticeable problems. Everything seemed normal. At 1:19 a.m., the pilot sent the last radio transmission, "Good night, Malaysian 370, which is a normal call as a flight moves from one traffic control area to another. At 1:21 a.m., the pilot turns off the transponder. He has decided to divert the flight. The pilot says he has to leave the cockpit to go to the restroom. The co-pilot says, okay. The pilot knocks out the co-pilot, who, of course, wouldn't have agreed to divert the plane. The pilot turns the plane around. He puts on a portable oxygen mask and disables the onboard oxygen, and depressurizes the plane so that the crew and passengers will fall unconscious as he flies very high, over 40,000 feet. 2:22 a.m., military radar tracked MH370 flying over the Malaysian peninsula at over 40,000 feet for 20 minutes before descending to a lower 20,000-foot altitude. While at the high altitude, everyone else became unconscious in the rarefied air. The pilot goes back in the cabin and disables the emergency location transmitters, ELT, that normally would have come on in case of a crash or on being immersed in water. He then sets the plane on an automatic flight course to the completely open and uninhabited Southern Ocean, where the plane will crash and sink beneath the waves, unseen, unfound, lost for all time. Everyone aboard is either dead or unconscious. Most likely, at some point, the pilot takes some sort of drug overdose and falls unconscious himself. The plane flies on until it runs out of fuel and crashes into the sea. Now, why would someone do such an unreasonable thing? Apparently, he was under extreme stress at the time. He had recently divorced from his wife, and that day his opposition party had suffered an extreme reverse when their opposition leader was sentenced to jail again. And he had just received a phone call from his girlfriend right before the flight as she broke up with him. Apparently, he had decided to kill himself and would take others with him by disappearing in a spectacular event that left the whole world wondering what happened. He would show them that they messed with someone they shouldn't have. The government would be embarrassed because of their inability to find the plane. His wife and girlfriend would be upset not only that he was gone, but that he had taken over 200 people with him. They'd all be sorry. It turns out that murder-suicides often fixate on that feeling, that they will be sorry.